ముందుగా అందరికీ దీపావళి శుభాకాంక్షలు. సో నా పాత వీడియోలో చెప్పినట్టు నెక్స్ట్ వీడియోలో సర్ప్రైజ్తో మీ ముందుకు వస్తా అని చెప్పాను కదా. ఆ సర్ప్రైజ్ యాక్చువల్లీ మీకు 2 months ముందే ఇవ్వాల్సి ఉంది. వినాయక చవితి వీడియోని దసరాకి రిలీజ్ చేద్దాం అనుకోని లాస్ట్గా దివాళీకి రిలీజ్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. సో ఐ బీన్ ఇన్ టు సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ అనమాట. సో అసలు టైం కుదరలేదు. నా పాత వీడియోస్ చూసి నన్ను ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆరెంట్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్డ్ ఇట్ ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు మా బన్నగాడు. సో ఈ వీడియోలో మీకు ఒక యూనిక్ పర్సన్ ని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేయబోతున్నాను. లాస్ట్ వీడియోలో మీకు చూపించినట్టుగా ఈ గణేశుడిని నాకు గిఫ్ట్ ఇచ్చిన ఒక పర్సన్ గురించి. Ellen, do you hear me? Are you watching this? Yes, తన నేమ్ ఎలెన్. బట్ తర్వాత ఎలా మారిపోయిందో మీకు ఈ వీడియోలో చూపిస్తాను. మన సంస్కృతిని మన సాంప్రదాయాన్ని పక్క దేశం వాళ్ళు చాలా ఇష్టపడతారు. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పబోయే వ్యక్తి అలా మన సాంప్రదాయాలన్నీ నచ్చి అందులో ఒక ఇక్కడ అమెరికన్స్నే ఒక టీమ్గా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకొని ప్రతి వీకెండ్ మన సాంప్రదాయాలని మన ట్రెడిషన్స్ని మన దేవుళ్ళ మీద సాంగ్స్ రాసి ప్రమోట్ చేస్తూ క్యాంపెయిన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో మన మూవీ ఇండస్ట్రీలో పక్క రాష్ట్రం నుంచి వచ్చిన హీరోయిన్స్ తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితేనే రాని తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితేనే ఎలా ఉంటుందో మీరు చూస్తారు. అలాంటిది ఒక అమెరికన్ మన శ్లోకాలని పాడితే ఎలా ఉంటుంది అదే ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ నాకు ఉంది. సో ఐ ఇన్వైటెడ్ దెమ్ టు మై హౌస్ విచ్ ఇస్ ఇన్ చికాగో. సో వాళ్ళు పిలిపించిన వెంటనే షీ వాజ్ సో హ్యాపీ. ఇండియన్ ఫుడ్ తినడానికి షీ వాజ్ సో హ్యాపీ. ఓ మై గాడ్, ఇండియన్ ఫుడ్ అని. సో కలిసాను. తను మాట్లాడింది, మన ఫుడ్ తిని ఎంజాయ్ చేసింది. మీరు ఎంత ఎగ్జైటెడ్ ఉన్నారో నేను అంతే ఎగ్జైటెడ్ గా ఉన్నాను. ఆ శ్లోకాలు కనుక తను పాడినవి చూడాలనుకుంటే ఈ వీడియో లాస్ట్ వరకు మీరు చూడాల్సిందే. అంటే స్టే ట్యూన్ టు మా బన్నగాడు. చాలా షాక్ అయిపోతారు. ఆమె డ్రెస్సింగ్ సెన్స్ చూస్తే ఇంకా అలా ఆగిపోతారు అంతే. సో ఇవాళ నా డ్రెస్ చూసారు కదా, నేనే ట్రెడిషనల్ గా వచ్చా అనుకున్నాను, నేనే మంచిగా వచ్చా అనుకున్నాను. ఆమె చూసిన తర్వాత నేను చీర కట్టుకుంటే బాగుంది అనిపించింది. ఐ జస్ట్ ఫెల్ దట్ వుడ్ బి మోర్ బెటర్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వోర్ ఎ సారీ టుడే ఆఫ్టర్ సీయింగ్ హర్. దిస్ వాజ్ మై రియాక్షన్. Oh my god, I feel surprised by wearing a chudar like an Indian girl. But you, look at that.
We wear this stuff all the time.
Wow, you look so.
Hi.
I'm still surprised. Are you Indian or you are Indian?
It was the last apartment. So that's
Who is Indian? I'm surprised. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Wow, look at that bindi. Oh, say. Wow.
What is this?
This is called dosa, a typical South Indian breakfast food, especially preparing for you. For you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dosa with sambar, sambar,
Yes.
dal, vegetable things, and a bit pani puri for you.
Wow, that's so cool.
Do you have a question?
I do actually. So
I'm sure you know
what
what
is
it's
so what is it made of?
It's made of
All and
Fermented rice,
it's prepared by dal and fermented rice.
Lentils?
We need to mix all lentils. You need to mix all this and you need to ferment a whole night to prepare that. And it is ready to prepare the next morning. Yeah, this is fun.
so how do you put the
You get to know like a little color, the golden color, both sides. So it's done.
wow. But how about the sambar? You can buy it?
No, you can buy it, but we'll prepare that in home. We usually don't buy. Instead of completely dal, lentils, and vegetables, whatever the vegetables you can buy, carrot, lady's finger, bankan, it's called eggplant.
Really?
Yeah, drumsticks.
So here's a question. When you're making the dal, you have to soak the lentils first?
Oh yeah, you have to. You have to soak forever, and you can keep it in pressure cooker for about 3 whistles.
Yeah. Then you cook it in the pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker, so that the whistles come.
See, pressure cooker is the key.
He knows a lot of information about our India.
Yeah.
But from the wrong side.
Entire geography standing next to me.
But from the wrong side. I come from the colonial oppressors.
Yeah.
There's
We're all
one
the
really
same.
interesting thing.
absolutely.
When I was in India, right, just this February, I was amazed how at home I felt there, and I couldn't figure out why for a while. Because then I realized there's something about it that reminds me of England, and also of Ireland particularly too. And then, we were walking around and I saw very familiar things there. And even after all these years, there's still a very English feel to the place, particularly in Chennai.
Absolutely delicious.
So
And the
good.
chutney is amazing.
Yeah, chutney is very good.
The sambar is delicious.
We use
So, being in a developed country like America, what made you feel India is a beautiful country, and what made you feel to change your name?
That's a long story. But the truth is
have
that,
time.
so I think a lot of people my age and younger that grow up here or in Western Europe started to feel like something was missing in their own education, maybe their own religion. And it's always because of the way it's taught, right? So if it doesn't have a spiritual aliveness to it, then you have to understand that it was around, every time there's a big war, like World War II, World War I, and here was the Vietnam War, it left everyone feeling terrible, like something is so wrong. So we start looking for something that makes sense in the world. And certain people went to India and they began to study with, some of the yogis and the swamis there. And then they came back here. And one very famous person was a man whose American name was Richard Albert. That was his name.
Richard Albert.
Yeah. And so his chosen name was Ram Dass.
Wow.
And he came back. He was a psychology professor at Harvard. And then he to India, and he came back and he wrote a book, Be Here Now.
Okay. So he wrote that book after coming from India. Okay.
And being there for a long time. So this I had seen that book. It sort of was interesting to me. Easy book to look at. I also had a bachelor's degree in religion. But I studied all the religions. I was just very interested in it. I also have a degree in what's called ethnomusicology, which is music from around the world. So that was the background, I'm a musician, I studied music from the world, I studied religions of the world, so I kind of was ready. And then when I was studying music therapy and psychology, I came across this guy, Ram Dass, and I would say that was in the very late 1970s.
Oh my God,
Long time ago.
1970s, long time
Yeah.
ago.
So then I started to do more, and I had an interesting experience. My mother was a travel agent, and she designed a trip to go to China. And my father was going to go, he's a doctor, so I got to go last minute. Every person on the trip had to teach. We taught and we learned. So we were in China, and I was learning about Chinese medicine, and I was teaching my music therapy, relaxation, meditation, just stuff that I had learned. So now, come a little longer, and I'm living in California, and I'm married, and I have a daughter, and there's a man there named Ram Dass, different guy, Ramananda, his name was, and he was supposedly, I don't know if he really was, a Swami, and he taught yoga classes in California, and for some reason, my daughter was really interested, and she asked me to go. She was about 12 years old, very interested. I had already met this Amma, probably 5 years before, maybe 6, something like that. So I used to go see Amma whenever she would come to California. Just, it felt special, it felt good, and I read her books, and I thought, wow, this is amazing, the way she's teaching us to live with so much respect, everything made sense, and I learned more and more and more. Mostly I love singing the bhajans, I love the philosophy, I love the teaching. And then, so when we started to study with Swami Ramananda, that's when I even got deeper into it. I studied the Gita, I studied Ramayana, I started mantras. It affected me. And you have to understand, I'm a therapist, a psychologist. So I started to understand like what Krishna was teaching. My mom was into yoga. That was nothing new, but I didn't understand the spirituality of the yoga. Then, with from Amma, a long time ago. So she gave me a mantra, which is really, I know that the essence of the mantra is about growing spiritually, expanding spiritually. And I think it was my destiny. Every year, being on Amma's presence, learning to soften, learning to be giving, learning that love is the religion, basically. And there was just every little aspect of it, it just burns away the karma and it opens up who you are. So now I am actually a teacher of Amma's meditation technique. It's called Integrated Amrita Meditation. There may be maybe 200 or 300 teachers in the world. Mm-hmm. So meditation is like gold. And because I know as a therapist that if a person is upset, if they're angry, if they're scared, if they're depressed, if they're anxious,
they feel lonely,
they can't think.
Yeah.
They can't think. You can't make a good decision. You're confused all the time. You can't take a test. You can't make a speech. You can't stay on a task. So it's wonderful to be able to help people learn how to calm themselves down. That is a big gift for me to be able to give that. So anyway, it was Swami Ramananda that gave me the name Radha. And he gave my daughter Gopi. And said he was from Pondicherry, but I don't really know because he disappeared. So I don't know the truth. And I went to Amma and I said, Amma, help me, I got this name from Swami Ramananda. I don't know if it's real. She said, Radha's good. Radha's good. So she is essentially, she kind of blessed my name as being Radha. And when she did that, and then she gave my daughter a different name, Malini.
Radha is the name of Krishna's wife.
Significant.
Significant. Yeah. Whenever we take Krishna name, we usually take Radha Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, like that.
Yeah, so blessed. And I understood when I got that name, what it meant to me was that I had to step into my name. I had to learn to become Radha. And that to me, as I envision her, it's so many qualities, but it has to do with strength, it has to do with grace, it has to do with, I am a mother, I am a mata, and that's my personality. And so it's like to have fun, to sing, to play, to dance, but also come back, sit, and I feel like that's my nature. So it feels like it was really accurate for me. I am everyone's mother at the ashram. It's like I am. That's how I am.
రాధా గారు ఎప్పటి నుంచో మెడిటేషన్ టీచింగ్ చేస్తుంటారు. సో పీస్ కోసం మన భగవద్గీత చదివారు, మన రామాయణం చదివారు, మన మహాభారతం చదివారు.
I think it's affected my work a lot with people. The way I do therapy. When you come into my office, Ganesh is right there in the door. People take their shoes off. Mm-hmm. They come in. I have a very, very big, beautiful mural of Amma on the wall. And you would think, how do people handle it? When they come in, not one person has ever been uncomfortable with it. And it's like, it's crazy. It's like my office is kind of like a small ashram. And I am a musician.
And she's a musician too. What else you could be? You are a meditation teacher, you are a musician, you are running an ashram, teaching meditation to hundreds of people and giving them peace.
This is what I want to do. Yes, the music is very important to me.
Yeah.
The bhajans, the kirtan, very much.
భజనలు, కీర్తనలు వీటన్నిటిలోనూ పాల్గొంటారట.
I have a band, James and I. So it's on YouTube. It's called the Bhakti Caravan. So
she's on YouTube with her band called the Bhakti Caravan. So and subscribe to Bhakti Caravan and watch all her bhajana kirtana music.
So,
He is her husband who works with her along with the band and everything. James, we would like to have you here.
I wonder if he's
Say hi to them.
Hi.
down here.
No, he's James.
Hi.
Usually at what day you go to ashramam?
Saturday.
సో సాటర్డేస్ ఎవ్రీ వీక్ సాటర్డేస్ వీళ్ళు ఆశ్రమంకి వెళ్తారు. అమృతానంద మహిమ అనే ఆశ్రమం చికాగోలో ఉంది, ఇంకా చాలా ప్లేసెస్లో ఉంది. ఆ ఆశ్రమంకి వెళ్ళిపోయి వీళ్ళు మొత్తము మెడిటేషన్ చేపిస్తుంటారు, కీర్తనలు చేపిస్తుంటారు, భజనలు చేపిస్తుంటారు పీస్ కోసం. సో నేను చాలా 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 హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాను, షాక్ అవుతున్నాను. మన ట్రెడిషన్స్, సో దే ఆర్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ఆల్ ఆర్ ట్రెడిషన్స్. ఐ కాంట్ ఈవెన్ స్టాప్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ హర్. ఇస్n't she beautiful, James? He wore kurta.
It's very comfortable.
Thank you for coming. But
Life is love, enjoy it. Bhavani.
isn't it beautiful?
Oh my god, wow, amazing! Do you know this Monday, September 2nd is Vinayaka Chaturthi, Ganesh Chaturthi. It's a big festival for us.
Always at this time
Yeah.
of year, right? Yeah.
Do you know about Ganesh Chaturthi?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll keep a statue in home and in streets and in temples we'll keep a big Ganesh
Put it in the
and
water.
yeah, and put them in the water after 9 days.
Yeah.
This time I couldn't able to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi because I would be in the middle of roads moving to Buffalo. Listen. Oh my god.
Ganesha takes away obstacles. This will take away obstacles. Keep you healthy. Like if you start to feel like you're getting a cold or something, put it on.
Wow.
Perfect.
See? Exactly.
I want you guys to see this pretty.
Yes. Zoom.
This
zoom,
is
zoom.
the-
Vinayaka came to my home.
That's
My mom would be so, Ma chudu!
She's peace, and look at that.
Wow, peace on you.
Because that was
You
the
are
first thing you
beautiful.
said.
నేను మీకు ముందు వీడియోలో చూపించినట్టు మీకు ఇల్లంతా ఇలా క్లీన్ చేస్తున్నాను చూసారు కదా. సో నేను ఈ టేబుల్ ఇది మాత్రమే అలా ఉంచాను వీళ్ళ కోసము. సో ఇలాంటి పొజిషన్లో కూడా దే అడ్జస్టెడ్ అ లాట్. అందుకు నేను చాలా 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 థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పుకోవాలి. I'm just thanking you for right. Everything I got packed and everything got messed up. So సో నేను వీళ్ళకి చెప్పాను, ఇక్కడ అమెరికాలో ఉండే ఇండియన్ రెస్టారెంట్స్ దేంట్లోనే తినండి, బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు టేస్ట్ రియల్ ఇండియన్ ఫుడ్ జస్ట్ గో టు ఇండియా. ఇంకా మీకు ఎక్కడ అలాంటి టేస్ట్ దొరకదు. Even I just prepared dosa, even that is also not perfect.
They were perfect.
So my favorite food is from Sharavana Bhavan. Do you believe that? It's just showing me all those places where they went to. Hey, he is a geographical map sitting next to me. He knows everything regarding our India. He knows. So his dad is from British Indian Army.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Got a gift for you too. One is for you and one is for your daughter.
Really? I love it. I'm excited. I love it. Yeah?
And you can actually keep it to the ashram.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Wow, I just till now I haven't noticed. I just saw Om.
Yeah.
Wow.
I found it. He gave it to me for my birthday.
Wow.
9 years ago. So it's different, isn't it, to meet somebody that totally is into your tradition?
So it's an Indian tradition. Whenever someone comes to home, we usually keep pindi for them when they are living, and we give like tambulam. I don't have actually right now.
To us, Bhavani. Thank you for being such a wonderful friend and for everything that you shared with us tonight and every time we see you. Your heart was so open.
Thank you so much. Usually in India, elders, we actually touch their foot and take the blessings. So when I do this to you, together, you need to just bless me. by just
By putting
leaving.
this on your head?
Yeah,
On
by
your head.
putting this on my head.
Okay.
So that is called. This is like elders'
Like
blessing.
picture, but
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
That's great.
It's a gesture that the elders are blessing the younger one to
Yeah.
have long life or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the wishes to come true in that way.
Okay.
So you are the wife and husband. You need to stand together. I think
I
this
should be on
side.
the
Yeah.
left
Yeah,
side, yeah.
I think this side.
You are blessed. Toma Satkamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Vidyamamritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sankirtana Lakshmi Shamani Madhusita Sufim Amritananda Vikam Ishwari Om Tishvashri.
You made my day. My mom would be so happy.
You know
very
what your
soon.
mom's going to be the most happy about?
Mhm.
That you're happy.
Yeah.
She's going to think, "Shit, my daughter, she gets it." I mean, that's what I knew, that your mom would be most happy seeing
My
your
mom
feelings.
would be so happy. Everyone would be so happy by seeing you.
Absolutely.
Your name.
My name.
This song has your name. ఇప్పుడే గుర్తొచ్చింది నాకు.
I was going to do my dance.
చూసారా వీడియో నచ్చిందా? చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపించింది కదా అలా శ్లోకాలు పడుతుంటే. సో నాకు ఆ రోజు నిద్ర పట్టలేదు.
Andariki Namaskaram. Video nachite. Subscribe to Ma Banu Gadu.
ఇలాంటి వీడియోలు ఇంకా చూడాలనుకుంటే ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్. బనగాడు హ్యాపీ దివాలి అండ్ క్రాకర్స్ తక్కువగా కాల్చండి. డాగ్స్ దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.